sign, but we just entered New Mexico. Got some topography going on. We're getting close to the Rockies, so we're gonna see more little mesas and things like that popping up, plateaus. We're about 100 miles right now from the Colorado border, maybe even a little bit less. So we should start seeing quite a bit of mountains around. There's no clue what that mountain is up there, but you'll see a little one, and then there's a really big one that's just hiding behind a lot of the clouds. It looks like there's a pretty heavy rainstorm over there, so it's concealing most of it. Really cool though. I think that's the first major mountain we're going to see. We're hitting the bottom of the Rockies over here. It's just amazing how you can see for so long that you can see several different rainstorms happening at once. Probably 30 miles away that way, and then 30 miles west. We're going under some clouds now, and you can see over there, there's some heavy rain happening a couple miles to the left. We'll probably hit a sprinkle. You look all the way behind us. Look at how bright it is. You see for miles and miles and miles, and oh my god, we're out again. You'll probably not be able to see really anything, but you see the clouds and then this freaking massive mountain that's just, you can't see where it ends. So I was noticing a bit that the car was struggling. I've noticed it probably the last 300 miles or so. Needs an extra little bit of gas to get it to move. And I just passed a sign that says we're at 6,600 feet in elevation. So I think that's why. I might have to mess with my little ELDA module or something. But this is funny. I mean, this is what elevation does to a car. It's gasping a little bit for air now. You see the Rocky Mountains way out there. Getting close to Colorado. Diversion because I gained an hour because we're in mountain time now, of course, right? Because there's mountains everywhere. We're running parallel to the highway, but we're going to explore a little bit this mountain range over here. Had to pull over for this view right here. Not sure what this range is called ahead, but I'll put it in. But this is kind of why I diverted off, because this is just it looks like the mountains are on fire because the mist is just flying off these things, and then the sun is set behind it. So it looks like flames. Very cool. Very, very cool. Of course, you get the clacky clack. The car is very excited. got dark pretty damn quick. Well, truthfully, if I knew how long this detour would have taken, I probably wouldn't have done it. But it is a beautiful area. Again, I wish I could tell you where I am, but I am going around some hairpin turns. There's snow everywhere. It's snowed a lot the last couple days here, I guess. I'm wondering when that occurs, because it seems like we're just getting further and further into the wilderness. But we have over half a tank of fuel. Unfortunately, my throttle cable is getting pretty damn bad, so I'm really just finding myself in not low, but the next one up. People with an old Mercedes will understand what I'm saying. Seems to be getting me where I need to go. Look at these people who just live up there, you know what I mean? That's a house up there. That is a great place to retire. That's flashing ahead, but it's a bunch of horizontal red lights. But we are so high up, and we're going to go a little higher when we hook onto this highway up here, that I think this is for notifying airplanes that this highway is above a certain elevation, which blows my mind. Beautiful views up here on Interstate 25 at night. I mean, we were very far up earlier on, and you could just see cities for just miles on, you know, just way on the horizon, all the lights, the little radio towers, things like that. It's very breathtaking, it really is. Quiet, there's not a lot of people on the road. I know this area of Colorado, we're not even in Pueblo yet. I don't think I'm missing much in terms of mountains. That's really why I wanted to take that little loop road earlier, just to get my dose of Rocky Mountains today. Oh my god, here we go. Now that's a damn view. You guys aren't going to be able to see squat here, but holy crap. You see all the way like freaking Colorado Springs over to the left. I assume that's Pueblo straight ahead. You know, Denver's a little bit too far away to see right now. It's like 100 miles away. But, you know, sometimes you really got to look at human development and just how beautiful it can be. Okay, just woke up. We're right outside of Colorado Springs. Brake fluid, good. Pre-filter, I changed that just in case that was why we were getting really crappy throttle response. It was pretty clogged up. This bushing looks fine. So it could be a combination of that. Maybe, I mean, this needs a lot of force to open right here. So maybe it wouldn't hurt to grease up some of those fittings right there and give it a little bit easier time to move everything. There's just so many different ends to that. Oil was fine, but good thing I brought this. Look at the side of our expansion tank. It's a nice little cut there, and it's sort of leaked out a tiny bit right here. Our level is right about here, so it's not going to make it so it doesn't cool. So I'm just going to drive it till that thing explodes, and then I'll put the nice new one on just so we don't end up going through another. I think I'm going to go to a junkyard and snag another one just in case, because these aren't that expensive to snag from there. It's expensive to buy it new from the parts store, so we'll definitely do that. But I didn't notice any cooling issues yesterday, and I'm sure this thing's been broken since Missouri when it was really hot out, and now it's going to be in the 50s and 60s out in Colorado, so I'm not too worried about that right now. But apart from that, obviously I need a new little gasket for my cap, but it looks good. Colorado Springs. We're headed towards Pikes Peak first thing, just because it's a little colder out. I'm sure it's going to be pretty cold at the top of it. You can see it back there. It's that tan mountain with the snow on it. I'm not sure what their whole thing is going to be, that there's snow up there. I mean, I do have snow tires on the back, so that's good. And I did look through the restrictions, and it seems like I check all the boxes. So we'll see what they say. My throttle response is slightly better with a different pre-filter, but I think it just comes down to all my little fittings that just need to be greased. They've just been really used the last couple of days, so they're a little stiff. There it is, to the left. Oh my god, honestly, I'm starting to shit my pants a little bit. Obviously, this car's had more power in the recent past, so like going up this way, I don't know. I think it's gonna be a little freaky. I don't know. I think she'll make it there. Maybe turn me around right away, man. No, you ain't bringing that car up here. What are you, stupid? Yeah, man. That's a view for you. Problem free. Oh my gosh. Let's just say I tried to get up here about an hour and a half ago, and that didn't go too well. So there was a bunch of residual oil in my air cleaner, and it decided to all pour out right on my turbo, right at the gate. So my car just started smoking like crazy. I would have gotten it on video, but I was kind of panicking a little bit. So ended up backing up, taking the air cleaner off, drying up all the oil, and it looked like my little catch pipe that goes around the turbo was not, maybe during the wind it must have flopped around, and it just, the oil from the air cleaner was just straight dripping right on top of the turbo, because that pipe was mispositioned. Could have been me when I was rushing to get this thing ready too. Who knows? But it wasn't a good first impression to drive up in this thing smoking like crazy. And then I really should have filled up with oil on my way before here, because I had to top it off a bit. It was a little bit low. So luckily we have a big Sprinter van type thing, van life. setting the pace for us, so I'm not going to feel guilty for going slow. There's Pikes Peak over there. But, you know, if we have some issues, I'm just going to turn back. It's how it goes. It's not worth blowing the car up. Guys, I'm shitting my pants right now. This guy's going so damn slow, and I don't have the momentum just to keep up. I have to keep downshifting. I'm not filming a lot because I'm like messing around with a shifter over and over and over again. Just smell like burning oil, and oh my god, I'm flipping out here. Just look at the view though. Holy hell. Holy shit. Oh, it's getting very cold. She said it was 25 degrees at the top. I don't doubt that right there. I do not doubt that. Holy crap. This freaking van is literally pissing me off. It's pissing this truck off too. He's from Pennsylvania, you know. We're not shy to these mountains. This Ontario guy up there in the van he's used to just straight roads and lakes. Oh my god, how much damn longer? How much damn longer? I think I've just enough oil to make it down. Oh baby. Oh baby. Wow. Holy crap. You just hear the turbo spooling like crazy. I've left a little bit of a gap between these guys because these guys they don't understand I don't have any momentum. Well, we made it, guys. We made it. Very hard to breathe up here. What a crazy day. Crazy day. The car starts. 14,100 something. So much the car's like this stuck. I was running like that. Look at the view here. Wow. Hands are freezing. I pushed that car so hard up here. Even if it blew up, it still made it, guys. It still made it. The car's crazy. The car is crazy. This car's running so bad, it's blowing a bunch of smoke. It almost seems like it's got low compression, but I don't think it is. My oil pressure has been good. We have oil. The fucking thing started though. I'm so happy. I really thought it wasn't going to start. I'm really hoping it's just lack of oxygen up here. I hope I didn't destroy this thing. It's not knocking or anything. It's certainly blowing some blue smoke. I don't know, man. I don't know. The rest of the trip might be, how do we get a low compression Mercedes back home? Holy shit. This is crazy. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, good buddy. You did make it up, though. You did make it up to Pikes Peak. That just absolutely blows me away. That blows me away. At least we can, if we do break down, we just roll down the rest of the way. But I really do think it's altitude that's just choking this thing up. It just, the AFRs are all freaking screwed up. It's not a happy camper. Yeah, she's choking. something to eat so badly. I'm like dying here. Come on, dude. You don't need to do that. Blown up bends over here. At the bottom. We're in the tree line now. Whew. Car seems to be running a lot better, just still seems pretty low on power. We're not blowing as much smoke out the back, so I don't know. Gotta give our creds. We are on top of that entire mountain right there. That is insane. Absolutely insane. This thing isn't like screwed up. I don't see why it would be. We didn't have any low oil pressure or anything like that. I mean, I saw it dipping a tiny bit, on some of the turns, which is why I pulled over and just made sure it was all full. So, it really may be altitude because, again, I said before, it hasn't been running the best. And I really think that might be due to the elevation out here. I still have my original ALDA system, which is like I forget what it's called, altitude adjustment something, where it's supposed to do it automatically. It does something to the turbo. I'm not sure. I'm not an expert on it. But you can't really adjust that because it's still the original one. I don't think I want to pull it apart. But I'm certainly smelling oil right now. Oh, we're on I-25 going north towards Denver. The car is running pretty well, as far as it has been in Colorado, and we're like 6,000 feet in the air. I mean, that's a lot of altitude. That's over a mile. So, sorry, I have to reconnect my breather too because there's a lot of oil smell in here. But plenty of power on the interstate. I was so nervous this thing was done. Just entering Castle Rock. You can still see Pikes Peak back in the background. It's maybe 30 miles away or so. So cool. It's a massive freaking mountain. That is insane. Scary. I'm very happy I'm back down here. Very happy. Just ate Chick-fil-A. Really, really good. Love it there. Again, it's such a weird area over here. It's so developed. I'm very surprised at how developed this place is. We're really between Colorado Springs and Denver in a town called Castle Rock. And everything's just brand new, Like this place, you could tell, has just grown rapidly in the last, decade or so. I mean, but it's so cool to just see this, and then again, you have a constant reminder of the natural landscape around you. It's interesting. You still see Pikes Peak way over there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh, we got that looks like an SVO Mustang. Oh, that is sharp. Again, some obscure stuff over here because there's no rust. Gotta freaking photograph that. That is old school, just all stock. I've never seen one of those in real life. rust on anything. Oh my god. I've seen cars just sitting abandoned on the side of the highway that people in Massachusetts would pay $5 or $6 grand for. Some GMT 800s. Oh my god, if you can find one of those without rust, you're looking at $4,000 minimum. I wish I could explore this city a little bit more, but you know, I'm 26 years old. I got plenty of time left in my life to visit everything. Want to make our way west. That's our goal here. We're hopping on I-70 on route to Grand Junction. Oh my god, the videos are coming out so damn good. I don't know what it is about today. Must have been the really cool temperatures. Something my camera is just like working now. Yikes. I love this time of day to drive around. It is so relaxing. We're heading to the foothills of the Rockies. I think we have these little valley towns once we get through over the range. Hopefully find a cheap hotel. Look at all the residences up on the hill. It's like, how in the hell do you even get up there? How does it all work? I was just up Pikes Peak and I still don't understand how there could be that many houses up there. Oh my god. What those cost? Jesus. Imagine in winter, like, what are you gonna do? You have to put some chains on or something. This is really not where I wanted to be right now. I did not know there was going to be like a blizzard tonight. And these mountains just are not ending at all. It's like, it's honestly getting annoying. It's like, really, screw skating. I mean, I don't want to see freaking ski slope right now with lodges. This, windshield just keeps getting fogged up and salted up, and I a couple times just sprayed some of my spring water all over it and shot the wipers up. Helps for 5 minutes and then it gets all salty again. I thank Jesus for this camper trailer in front of me. This has been my 100% my total guide out here. Luckily, we're getting a little lower, so it's starting to turn into not rain, but sort of a freezing rain type thing. So at least the windshield stays relatively clean now. Well, some more panic-stricken miles. I'm all better now, though. We're just past this speed limit sign that says 75 miles an hour, so I am not sure if that means we're out of bounds or not. It sure doesn't look like it. There was a good amount of planes between towards Grand Junction. We're about 140 miles away right now from there. still haven't shaven at all. Look at that. Me and this van life dude over here spent the night here. I think I was way more comfortable in the back of this thing though. It's like 32 degrees here or so. So a lot of the snow is sort of melting on contact with the car. Just warming her up right now. She started without an issue this morning. We got some other people spinning around here. Everyone's just going to the bathroom. This rest stop was a lot better than the other one, though. There was actually some people around here, and I had service, so I figured it was okay to do. We're going to continue through Grand Junction, and get to the Utah border, where hopefully the weather is seeming a little bit better. At least lack of snow, and I think it's in the 40s. So, you know, we're still in the mountains here, so we're definitely going to be coping for a while with the snow and salt, things like that. Another cool tunnel. I had to make a cool stop here. Really, really beautiful scenery. Cool little mesas. I was hoping to get over there, but they require a permit you have to purchase, and it's like, okay, I'm not too committed here. Just wanted to check out some of the scenery here. I was hoping to get close to that little concrete plant over there. Whatever green silos. Whew, it's chilly. But seems like that's only accessed through like a little private access road and then the train. But anywho. I went by like 4 or 5 within 1 mile Sprinter vans that were converted into just nomadic houses. There's so many people into that stuff now. And I'm not saying I would ever really want to do that. I mean, it's nice to fantasize a bit, but I think after a while I get a little bored of it. I think it's important to have a home base, but it's amazing the last couple of years what they've done to people. And people just, and I don't mean to get into this stuff, but we as people, most of us, we don't have faith in the system anymore. They were able to turn it off, like flipping a freaking light switch. And who flipped that switch? You know, this is all artificial here. So we are obviously not valued at all. So people are like, fuck it, might as well live life. I'll still be broke, you know, because you can work your whole life now within the system and continue to be broke. So if you're broke, but you live in a van, you can travel and do whatever you want. I don't know. It starts to be a hard decision to make. But I think it's good. I think it's good people are challenging the precedents that were already made. You know, it's like the whole 9 to 5 thing. I know I sound like a total snowflake, but to be honest, it's a bogus system. You waste so much time. You're always burnt out. You don't do anything special. I think that whole thing's dying, and I think we can thank the millennials and the generation. Well, technically I'm a millennial. I'm the last year, 96, but I really feel like a millennial. I think I'm the next generation, the Gen contingency. But we're the ones that are going to reimagine this whole thing. We're going to reimagine the world, and I think it's really exciting. A lot of people say the good times are over, it's going downhill, but I think truthfully, and I used to think that way, that we're in just a dud era, it's going to suck, and I just might as well make money so I can just take vacations and escape it. But I really think if you're stuck in the old times, then it's going to be pretty tough for you, because things are definitely going to change. The world, how the world's run, it's all going to change, and there's nothing we can do about it. But I'm certainly excited. In terms of where I'm at, obviously I quit my job, and I want to become an entrepreneur. And being in the architectural field, there's not a lot of people in my generation that are going into that business now. So I'm certainly going to capitalize on that. And it's funny, I was so nervous to quit, but something inside me was telling me to do it. And something inside me was telling me to do this trip. So usually, and I mentioned this in a previous video, usually I don't listen to my heart. I listen to the logical side of me, who says, well, that's not a good decision. You have good security. You're making $950 take home a week, which is great money for someone my age with a house that I paid cash for. So essentially all I have to worry about is $1,500 a month for student loans, and then obviously car insurance, electrical, things like that. But to me, that's a hell of an opportunity to start my own business, because there's such a void in the younger generation in this industry that if I step away from a company that is a great company, love my bosses, I can't complain at all. It was a very hard decision to quit, but they're stuck in their ways, and I just didn't feel like I was going to grow in that company anymore. I think I'm going to grow faster on my own, getting a bit hungry, and really discovering who I am and what I'm capable of. So I've already had firms that have called me up that I've worked previously with through my involvement with the company I worked at, as well as former employers of mine. And this all happened within days of quitting. It's like, okay, who's telling, this is someone out there, which I believe in God, so, hopefully that doesn't offend anyone. But that is God telling me, here's some opportunities for you. You did the right thing. So I've gotten a couple more calls during this trip. Contracting companies, hey, we're doing this little house, we need some plans for it, this and that. It's like, all right, things are already taken off, and I'm not even home yet. So I think I certainly made the right move, and I'm very excited for what the future holds now. When I was working at that office, I was not that excited for the future. And the great money they were giving me, I think it was actually holding me back. And that seems very weird, but when you get a check like that every week, you get very comfortable. You lose your drive, you lose the fire in you, and you're like, all right, whatever, I'll just coast along and I'll get this $950 a week, and that's great. Doesn't really matter if you work harder or less efficient, you're still gonna get that paycheck in the end. And it's not motivating. I'm someone who tends to be very self-motivated, and I'm a hard worker, and my work hours aren't really 9 to 5. They're usually 6 to 1 a.m. and I find myself most productive at that time. And then the rest of the day, I can look at different ventures, different business ventures. I can create things, I can build things, I can restore a car, I can make these YouTube videos. It just, when you're working 9 to 5 every day, you find that you have time killed in the morning, and then once you get home, your brain is fizzled from sitting in a cubicle all day, and you're like, what the hell does this matter? Why do I even need to do anything? I'll just get that paycheck. And I don't want a job, I want a career. And it's
started just to feel like a job. And that's nothing to do with how my bosses treated me. They treated me with they treated me with respect. I never felt like an intern. I always felt like part of the team. They had a lot of faith in me, and they really wanted to end up throwing me a portion of the company. But I'm a little bit stubborn, and I want to start my own thing. That's just how I am. I'm not motivated unless I start something, unless I build it.
We've encountered our first problem. You don't get moments like these many times in your life where it's just so peaceful. Such a surreal landscape. Look at the taillight fix. That's one way to do it.